He's the highest profile Catholic cleric to be embroiled in a paedophile scandal in France. Philippe Barbarin, the Archbishop of Lyon, arrived in court at the start of his 3-day trial, denying he had ever tried to cover up sexual abuse.
I'll answer to the court. It's the court that summoned me today, and I've come to stand before it.
Barbarin is accused of failing to report a priest who is said to have abused scouts in the 1980s and 90s. He did eventually remove him from his post after he said the Vatican had asked him to avoid a public scandal. The accusations came to light when an alleged victim described historic abuse accusations. Several were in court complaining that the church had tried to sweep abuse under the carpet.
In the case of Cardinal Barbarin, Father Prénat told him about what he'd done to children. The priest reassured Barbarin that he had not done it since, and on that basis Barbarin promoted him to dean a few years later.
My thoughts today are first and foremost with the victims, the ones who are not here, the ones who could not speak. And I think that at last we will know the truth about the mechanism of silence.
Barbarin's lawyer says his client never obstructed justice because the alleged abuse had taken place in Lyon years before his client had been made Archbishop of the city. By that time, the statute of limitations had passed. Barbarin's lawyer said his client wanted the facts to be established.
What I conclude from this afternoon's proceedings, which appear to me to be really important, is to address the 1.3 billion Christians worldwide. Barbarin has assumed his responsibilities and comes here to say he was in charge at the time, but he needs to set the record straight.
If found guilty of failing to report the priest's actions, Barbarin and 5 other defendants could face up to 3 years in prison and a €45,000 fine. But previous attempts to bring the case to trial failed due to insufficient evidence.